Hello everybody, welcome back for StarCraft 2 action. We're here with another 2v2 match. We have SKillous and Elazer as the blue team here at the top of Emerald City, going up against Spirit and MaxPax, which is the supplier plus MaxPax sometimes. We saw Elazer and SKillous go up against Status and Hero Marine on the same map. They went for the carrier rush, if you have seen that video. It's been a while back, but we're getting back into the swing of things. So we've seen the Zerg Protoss team play against Terran Protoss, and they did win. But MaxPaxSpirit is a bit more of a seasoned team. And of course, this being the semi-finals, the winner will move on to the finals to challenge Clemtrigger. Also, Terran Protoss team, which seems to be very strong in the 2v2 meta as of right now. SKillous gets his Nexus down. Elazer going for that pool first, sends out another drone. Goes for, just for mining. I was like, oh, is he gonna go 3 hatch before pool, or like hatch, pool, hatch, no gas at all? That would have been a very gritty approach, but nothing of the sorts. We do see a pretty fast factory. Marine is coming out, no Reaper. Very important to note for the blue team. And let's see what SKillous and MaxPax are going to make once their Cyber Cores finish up. Spirit, only the 1 gas, is probably going to get a bunch of Hellions. Hellions are going to be pretty good when your opponents are going to make Zerglings, which we have seen mostly out of Elazer here, that he likes to go for the Zerglings, but we've also seen him go for the Gasless Roach. Or, yeah, I think we have seen Elazer mostly do this Gasless opener, and then get Ling Speed or Roaches a little later. We've also seen some Zergs, like, go for way more Zerglings. I think in the January edition. Ooh, this pylon from SKillous. That's really funny. This reactor doesn't get anything done. Wow, unluck. Or big skill. Do see Stargate finishing up here for MaxPax, and on the other side of the map we see a Twilight console. Let's see if their opponents have seen it. No, they have not. And wow, this pylon is being super annoying. The third CC has not been scouted by Team Blue. The step gets across the map here, doesn't get anything done. And Elazer right now just droning up, getting his first batch of gas, does not have any upgrades as of yet. We see Blink coming out of SKillous, whereas MaxPaxy, he made a 1 Oracle, gave it full energy with the Nexus ability. So this Oracle has a lot of energy right now. And he's going for a Phoenix, is making the second Stargate. And I mean, Phoenix do seem pretty strong against Protoss Zerg in particular. Oracle, pretty good against the Workers as well, because his EVs have a little bit more health. But the Phoenix, they kill Overlords, and Protoss itself either needs to make their own Phoenix or they're stuck on Stalkers. So that makes them pretty, like, one-dimensional or abusable. Now, luckily, Stalkers are pretty good in the 2v2 meta as of now, but Blink not just finished. Oh, or yet finished. We do see Stasis Ward coming out. Couple probes do get stasised up, but that's not a lot of probe losses. Did see 2 probes going down. This Oracle has the 1 kill, so the other one was probably the scout. Roachwarren is down for Elazer. He has 3 gases, and he does have another base. But no more drones. No, no, no. 11 Roaches are underway, and we've seen Elazer and SKillous do this timing attack with a bunch of Zerglings, Roaches that become Ravagers when they move across the map. And SKillous last time had a pylon and a gate here, but now he has not been able to get that. MaxPax found it out with the Phoenix, and now are we going to get slow warp-ins, or is SKillous going to send another gate or a probe across the map to make a gateway there? Ooh, this plan has been foiled a little bit already. Ooh, here come the Phoenix. They take down the 1 Overlord. Elazer now supply blocked. So no more units are going to be here. We see 1, 2 bunkers, shield batteries, stasis wards, and 3 tanks already. Big bada bing, bada boom action already happening on this ramp. Look at these tanks perfectly positioned behind the bunkers, and now the Phoenix even come in, lift the Stalkers, and no extra Stalkers or SKillous present right now because of these slow warpeds, and these Phoenix just get so much value because there's just no anti-air for SKillous and Elazer. Their attack being completely stopped here at the shared ramp of Team Red. And MaxPax so confident, even taking a third base on the other side here. Elazer moving across with the Lings and the Ravagers will stop that third from building, but we see in the build tab that Elazer has no plans of making additional drones. 38 drones, they're like, you guys have nothing. It's only Phoenix. So they run in with the Lynx and the Ravagers. The Stalkers blink in. They click on the siege tanks. It takes a little while, but the siege tanks do die. Now the Ravagers try to take down the bunkers. They can't quite do it. The Lynx have died. And the Ravagers slowly but surely being picked away at. Spirit gets the mass repair on both of the bunkers. They're still alive. These Marines just dishing out the damage. No stim. And now the Stalkers and the Ravagers click down the first bunker. The second bunker still alive. And now cannons are finishing up. We have the shield battery as well. Stasis ward in the back. The corrosive bows landing on a lot of SEVs. And now the Ling reinforcements do slowly but surely come in. It's just units from Team Blue here, and Team Red seems to be holding on slowly but surely, trickling in more Phoenix to hold off this attack. All of those units just being lifted up into the air. Stim now is also present. And this bunker is still alive. Elazer calls a G to the G. Team Red holds that attack. And wow. Only 38 drones and just mass unit production out of Elazer. And also from SKillous. How many gates was that? 6 gate blink attack? Wow, this is an attack that they've done before. And it looked pretty good, but them just walking up this ramp and then seeing these bunkers and stuff and being like a bit slow to like go around. Because I think if you just go around right away, if you run up like 3 Lings and you see like 2 bunkers and stuff, you're like, okay, we just go here, kill these rocks, and then we bust in from like 2 sides. I don't know, like time is of the essence, and killing these rocks or whatever is in place takes a lot of time, but the 3 tanks from Spirit were so pivotal together with the bunkers. Like Spirit had their bases on lock and the MaxPax with the Forge providing that extra cannon backup. 14 Phoenix, and I mean these Phoenix being able to lift a lot of units at the start because of this gateway not being there, the Stalker count being a little low. Very, very close hold for the red team, but they looked very solid, all the while just getting those upgrades and even trying to expand. Just, like, that's a nice hold. They're proving that Phoenix from the Protoss here is just a viable strat. Even getting a 3rd Stargate, they were not afraid. Let's go. Game number 2. To see what Elazer and SKillous have in store to try and get back into this series. Game number 2. Crimson Resurge Lab. Spirit of MaxPax taking game number 1 versus Elazer and SKillous, who tried to do a pretty early attack. SKillous even getting a nice pylon block on a factory, but because of that, he kind of stopped Spirit investing into Hellions, which I feel like in the end kind of negatively impacted the Blues' attack. Because Hellions, I think, are a lot worse at holding that attack than the Marines. And then the slightly earlier, perhaps, siege tanks that Spirit was pumping out. But I could be wrong there. Like, maybe they were a bit more defensive because they didn't have the Hellions. Now, we did see that Oracle from MaxPax getting a pretty good scout. They got a pretty good idea of what was going on, and that Oracle was just being pumped full of energy from the Nexi. And with that, just lots and lots of stasis wards as well. So if you don't get to kill that Oracle, which I don't think you can ever guarantee, I don't know if that attack ever does something unless their opponents are being greedy. Which I think that attack can work, but you need to have the Stalker numbers together at the right time. MaxPax expanding, just like SKillous is. And Elazer going for a gasless build once again. We see it even pinged out by MaxPax, like, hey, this guy doesn't have any gases. Factory goes down for Spirit. Again, they are going for a pretty similar build as they were going for game number 1. And I think it's really up to Team Blue here to show that they have a style or a way of play that can work. Versus, well, what Spirit and MaxPax are doing is just a little bit predictable, I feel like. We see MaxPax usually go for that Stargate. It's not like Trigger and Clem, where both of them just try to get like an army and move to their opponent's side. Ooh, Spirit is moving out with an SCV, though. Is getting a little cheeky, perhaps providing the blue team with an opportunity to get something done here. Because if they find this starport or just kind of defend this effectively, then suddenly this starport from Spirit is out on the map. It just needs to fly back before it can really produce any amount of medevacs. This is probably going to be a Liberator. Might be a medevac to transport Hellions over. Which, now that I say it, I think that's going to be it. This medevac just wants to either dump here or here some Hellions and get a bunch of worker kills. So let's see how they fare against Stalkers that or against Hellions. Do you see double Adept here from MaxPax moving across the map? He knows that he doesn't have to be afraid of the Speedlings that could be out from Elazer because, well, Speed hasn't even started yet. Which it would finish around this moment if Elazer did like a pretty reasonably standard gas timing. But they scouted that he wasn't going to do that, so these Adepts can be pretty aggressive. So Elazer style does put a little bit more pressure on to SKillous. Do see a Phoenix coming out from MaxPax, second Stargate underway as well. Spirit flies in with the 4 Hellions. It does get spotted by this Overlord, but the Hellions are already trying to line him up. Oh, he clicks on the Nexus and not on the probes. Does get a couple hits now. And probes are starting to fall. These Hellions do get... oh, a lot done actually. 4 Hellions still alive. Oh no. These drones are also falling. An Adept was also doing some damage. And an Oracle here with 10 kills. What in the name of the what is this? This is just infinite damage. I wouldn't fault blue team to just leave the game right now. Like, they're just so dead. There's so many units dead. More drones going down, and sure, we have some blink stalkers. What's the damage? 29 drones and 10 probes. That is game-ending damage, however way you want to spin it. This starport's already flying back. This Oracle is back for more. Dude, what the hell? Like, I think blue team just has to all in right now. No? Like, Elazer's staying in this game. He's making more drones. Wow. The tenacity on blue team. That's crazy. They can't even give each other money just yet. Okay, Elazer getting that lair. SKillous getting a third base. They know Phoenix are coming. Are they just going to bank on we can expand and just chill? Oh my god, so many Overlords are going to go down. Even these Stalkers are going to go down. SKillous and Elazer. I think if Spirit has any amount of army and just moves across the map with the stim finishing, he's just going to kill them. No? 2 Stargates still producing more Phoenix. A 3rd Stargate underway. I think you can even transition to just Void Race and win. 3rd base for MaxPax gonna go down. 3rd CC for Spirit only just starting. I guess that's the small kind of like thing that Team Blue can hold on to. That, well, we have our 3rd bases earlier than Spirit, but we lost so many workers, dude. almost 40 workers on Team Blue have died, and 0 workers on Team Red. Damn, 9 Phoenix is flying on in here, casually getting a couple more probe kills. And we do see a Spire being revealed as well. MaxPax clicks it out, gets the mass recall onto all of his Phoenix. Interesting. I don't believe there was much going on here. Or did we miss anything? Nope. There's more workers dying on the side of Team Blue. This Spire is going to finish up. I guess we're going to see some Corruptors. But then you have Corruptors. Can SKillous get an army that actually does anything? He has Stalkers now. He's getting a Robo. What is that Robo for? More drones are going to get killed here on the third base of Elazer. These Stalkers nicely positioned. Catch a couple of Phoenix. Oh, and the double medevac were caught somehow? Yeah, SKillous sniffed him out. He's recalling. But where is he recalling to? He recalled to the third. Oh, but Spirit is too afraid to go for the double drop. And that's a lot of valuable time here for Team Blue. Their supplies are looking... meh. Could be better. So you look at Spirit. He has the big chunky army right now. And if he just runs into this fourth base of Elazer, no spores even. Oh my god. Now the Corruptors are out, ready to fight against these Phoenix. But this is a lot of Phoenix. 19 Phoenix on the map. And they can even deal with Corruptors. Oh, here come the Corruptors. They click down the medevacs. This is a lot of Marines that can just go down now. Do see a Queen going down, but the Stalkers are going to make sure these Marines can't kill too many extra drones. Well, like half the mineral line of drones still went down, but these Corruptors are fighting these Phoenix fairly effectively. Anion Pulse Crystals is coming out, though. The Phoenix range upgrade with +2 air. A 4th Stargate. Am I wrong? No, 4th Stargate. Oh my god. So 19 Phoenix. I would like to see the carrier transition. Yes, there it is. And we do see +1 air carapace for Elazer. So he's just going to be the anti-carrier army. He's just going to cancel those carriers out of here. And we see Elazer... 83 drones. He could just drone because this army from a Spirit didn't move across the map to do serious damage. Instead, it kind of became air unit themselves by being in the medevacs, going back. Like, so much time was bought by Blue Team. If you look at the supply, it's not too amazing, but they are very nicely abusing the fact that Spirit and MaxPax are just a little bit passive. Phoenix do not kill buildings. And Spirit and MaxPax are just gonna gamble it. Well, not gamble, but they're gonna bet the... what do you say? Bet the park? Bet the lot? Bet everything on their carrier army with the bio underneath it, which I think is a very strong army. And SKillous getting some Colossi here. That is interesting. Colossi don't have range just yet. Might see it in the future. Double upgrades for the units here as well. Do we have Storm? We do not have Storm. We do have Templar Archives. We might see a couple Archons as well. And how many? We have 27 Corruptors. Wow. And Team Blue actually back into this game. The supplies looking pretty good. They lost 30 workers at the start. 40 workers in total, maybe even more now. Yeah, they lost over 60 workers combined to 0 from Team Red. By all means, they should not win this game ever. But they're crawling themselves back, like just scratching out the eyeballs of the red team at every opportunity. Just playing greasy and dirty. And these Corruptors, wow, just kind of flying around, dude. They are big swagging it up. Ooh, they get a nice click on the medevacs. Holy moly. For a little while, back in the day, we played Ling Baneling Corruptor into Ultra, I want to say. And this was basically... because Ling Bane is just super annoying for Terran to play against, and then we would just make Corruptors to kill the medevacs. Oh, we see SKillous and Elazer going in here. They get a 1v2 for a little bit. Now the Corruptors are zoning away all of the air army, giving SKillous' Colossus free reign on the big Marine Corps. And the Marines get annihilated by that double AoE ground army from SKillous. And the Corruptors, they don't stop. They got that armor upgrade. They get +1 air as well. And MaxPax, he didn't make anything to stop those Corruptors. Does not have Storm, does not have Void Race, and all of his air units just died. No cannons as well. And Spirit, his Marine army, he ran forward, not backward. He did not run to the mothership to try and defend his buddy's carriers. Instead, he thought he could just A-move SKillous, but instead, SKillous and Elazer A-moved him, and now Team Blue ransacking the natural, ransacking the third. And I can't believe what I am seeing and telling you guys, but I think Team Blue just got it in the bag just now. These Corruptors, just 30 of them things were just too good to deal with all of the Skytoss army. And just a little bit of hubris, I think, from the red team. They thought they had it in the bag. They weren't... Yeah, they just weren't really looking for the advantages anymore. They were like, we're just gonna max out and kill these guys. Oh, here comes the bio. Look at these Marines trying to click the Corruptors, but Corruptors are pretty high base armor. And then also, with the armor upgrade, it takes a long time to kill these Corruptors. Spirit, I don't know what you need to kill these Corruptors. Maybe mines, maybe Thors, maybe we need Storm, Archons, Void Rays, something to deal with them. But instead, these Corruptors deal with the entire army of MaxPax. We do see the Storma boys coming out now, but Storm is only halfway done. Flux Veins is in production. That's just a shout out to the good 4v4 days of Wings of Liberty. Just making those speed Void Rays in 4v4. We've all done it. It's fun. And now SKillous and Elazer, they're together versus the red team. Oh, the laser beams from the Colossi just taking down all the Marines. SKillous blinks in. He smells blood in the water. Red team is not just red, they're bloodied. And, oh, the Corruptors get on top of the mothership. The mothership goes for the cloak, goes for the time warp, but doesn't get it done. They call the G to the G, and we are going to a game number 3. Team Blue just pulls one out of the hat, truthfully. Look at the map, dude. Crimson Research Lab is really big, and we've seen this before. I think with Clemtrigger, where they versus MaxPaxSpirit, I think, also did this where they just took a big portion of the map versus the other team being a little bit too passive. I'm not sure who did it, but maybe it was uThermal and Goblin as well, but dude, look at that. We're just gonna check it again. That's 60 workers lost before their opponents lost any workers. SKillous and Elazer had a plan. They executed it to perfection. And I feel like red team just didn't quite have an answer. They were very flabbergasted. They might have just been expecting, like I was expecting, that they were just gonna do like some kind of an attack. And because of that, they were a little bit passive, a little bit sluggish, like, we're doing continuous damage with the Phoenix. They need to trade out. We continuously kill workers. There's no way that they can survive. But the Zerg economy is just too strong. I don't know how Elazer was able to conscript that many drones and mine that many minerals, but he did it. He managed his economy back into this game. And that means we are going to have a very exciting game number 3 to see who goes to the finals to challenge MaxPax and Clemtrigger. And for game number 3, we load up into Yellowjacket for this third game of the semi-finals of the uThermal 2v2 circuit 2025, I suppose. February edition. MaxPax and Spirit, I think, winning the January edition, so they would very much like to go to the finals once again. Now, before we hop into it, be sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, really does help a lot. Want to keep doing the StarCraft 2 commentary, and for the map we have Yellowjacket, which is a bit of a weird one, because we have a shared main, sure, got it, pretty big. Then we have a shared natural, but it has 2 entrances. And then for the third bases, it becomes difficult. It's weird. You have this shared third base on a low ground that does have only 1 entrance, but you have this high ground position that is very annoying if your opponents have like a siege tank here and a siege tank here. Like just some siege units here, even just drops. You have to run from this position all the way to this position to defend your bases, whereas your opponents can stand here and just go here or here. So you actually have to take this area first. So one of your opponents has to take a third base here, get a foothold on the map, which is almost the middle of the map, and then you can both double expand to this location, take the Zolnaga Tower, get 2 more bases, and then here to the right we have another like shared 4th base-ish position. But I think taking this middle area in an economic way is pivotal to playing this map. Yellowjacket. Let's see how Elazer, SKillous, and MaxPaxSpirit are going to navigate this map. We see a lot of change-ups here. We see a Reaper from Spirit, which he didn't get the first 2. Wow. Reaper wants to go here, can't get there. Cables are in the way, but this is a big change-up here. Elazer already getting Zergling speed, already has some Zerglings. SKillous doing a pretty similar opener, getting his Twilight Console, getting his Blink most likely, and MaxiPaxi getting his Stargate. He's gonna probably go for another 1 Oracle into Phoenix build. Spirit going for the Hellions once again. I would like to see him make a couple extra Hellions here, especially when they notice that Elazer is gonna go for Zergling speed. Are they gonna find that out though? They didn't really get a Probe Scout deep enough, and Elazer going for that forward base. I like that. But is it good enough? Oh, the tension, it's killing me. This Adept doesn't kill that third base attempt from Elazer. Oh, he's going to try and creep forward. Gets both creep tumors down. Wow, MaxPax. Dude, that is pretty pivotal. This creep is not going to be out there. That makes this area harder to defend. What are SKillous and Elazer going to do about that? How many queens do we have on the map? 3 queens so far. Ooh, this queen just doesn't want those Reapers to get in. And we do have Zergling speed. How many Zerglings do we have on the map? Only 4. Now Elazer's firing up a couple extra. I was expecting him to make a couple a little earlier when you go for speed. Oh, here come the Hellions and the Adepts. I mean, do they really have to be afraid of losing workers after game number 2? Like, they can lose workers for days. It powers them up. It makes them stronger. Whatever doesn't kill them. Ooh, another Stasis Ward in the main as well. These Adepts getting a couple kills as well. And these Hellions seem to not really get too much done. Let's look at the losses. 4 probes, 0 drones. Wow, a laser. 5 probes, not too bad, I want to say. Oh, these Stalkers! Oh, the Hellions do get in, lining them up. Trying to fry up some of these probes, and that didn't look too bad. 2 more probes go down for 4 Hellions. I want to say that's completely fine. Double Engineering Bay going down for Spirit. Again, no third base, which we do see Clem doing a lot, just going for that super fast third base. Oh, and MaxPax is kind of switching it up. He's going for Blink Stalkers in the third base. Slightly later, third base, then SKillous. And you see Elazer gets this fast third base a bit in the middle. Let's see if they can abuse this position. They don't have a Terran player, so you don't have siege tanks. But if you have Tempest, Swarmos aren't good enough, I think, and Lurkers come a little bit too late. Maybe Blink Stalkers and Ravagers are enough to threaten it? Or just Lings are also very mobile, so it's still a little bit difficult to move back and forth. Especially if you can bum rush this ramp, then suddenly they can't come down anymore. I don't know, maybe it's a little hard for Protoss Zerg to abuse this. We'll have to see. This Oracle is back for more. And might put down another Stasis Ward on the probes of SKillous. Does get found out. Ooh, that hits 5 probes? And another Stasis Ward, dude. That is maximum annoying. Doesn't hit any additional probes, though. We do see a lair done. Hydradan and Infestation Pit being booted up by Elazer. He has a decent amount of drones. 70 drones here. We see a couple tanks from Spirit getting a third base as well. And now We also see charge slots coming out for MaxPax, so he is going way more gateway-oriented. No more Phoenix from Mr. MaxPaxy. He thinks you guys beat our Phoenix strat in game number 1. We do have one Phoenix here. That's kind of cool. Maybe kind of baiting their opponents into, yeah, we're going to do it again. Please all in us. And now we see MaxPax going for a pretty fast 4th before Spirit even has a 3rd base. Spirit always playing a little bit sacrificial, I want to say. Just playing pretty solid, just having units just ready to defend any shenaniganry from their opponents, but Elazer getting a 4th base here. I would love to see SKillous also get a 4th one. We see a double robo, probably Colossus here for SKillous, and I'm saying that because of the attack upgrades. But I wouldn't hate seeing the Disruptors either, but we do see the Colossi for now. Hydras are underway for Elazer. We see a Hive coming in as well with a Lurker Den. Would love to see a couple Vipers with some Lurkers and just do an attack here. Viper Lurker would be pretty nice if you have this position. What are your opponents going to do? They have a choke over here. They have a low ground over there. I don't know if it's going to get that far, though. Lots of Hydras in production here for Elazer. Now, Hydras do melt away if they walk into siege lines. So let's hope they don't do that. Creep being spread, but also being disposed of by MaxPax. He did get that 4th base online, and SKillous, still no 4th base for him, and you do see it in the supplies a little bit. Probably a lot in the worker counts as well. Yeah, MaxPax really shooting ahead in that worker count. Ling Hydra fighting against the Stalkers, but Spirit's also here. Elazer needs to get out of there. SKillous is here to match, so now it's a 2v2. Now it's a little bit more fair, but where are those Colossi? We need to fight with the Colossi, not without the Colossi. The Lings do die. Hydra's still pretty good TPS. And the tanks here in the back, as long as they are not firing, I think this is a pretty decent defense for blue team. More Lings and Hydras are coming up. Couple Lurkers are being morphed as well. If those can hunker down, just burrow right in there, then I think this can be a pretty nice defense. No Vipers are coming in. We do have a lair. Come on, get some Vipers. Elazer. I know that's scary, but if you get these siege tanks yoinked, you guys can just destroy them. Oh, little drop here from Spirit. And, oh, the Lurkers are down. Oh, nice spines. Get a couple nice MaxPax kills on the Stalkers. Oh, a big Ling flank would also go a long way, but of course, they don't have full vision. They are full sending it from one side. Siege tanks do get nice hits, but the Lurkers do get to go forward. The Colossi are doing a lot of damage, and the charge slots. Nice flank there from SKillous. Oh, oh, that's a stasis ward, all right. Wow. Half SKillous's army just not doing anything. This drop, together with MaxPax run by, just take down a lot of probes here. SKillous all of a sudden being forced to all in, because he just lost a lot of probes as well. And what do they want to do? Lurkers run forward. Oh, they run into a stasis ward. Oh, now the Lurkers, no! Oh! Too much is happening. Oh, no. Elazer just losing a lot of his effectiveness, going back to the 3rd base of SKillous to try and help. But now he can't help in the front. And, ooh, a little bit of a discombobulated attempt to defend and attack. Oh, the Lurkers, no! Team Red clicking down all of those Lurkers. A very nice play from Team Red, just distracting Team Blue and just picking apart their offensive force in the meantime as well. And now Team Blue really on the back foot. They lost 2 bases worth of drones, or workers at least. I think they lost this base, and they lost a bunch of probes here. Now, Elazer did keep his top bases, but we do see 43 probes have been lost for SKillous, now back to 50 probes, but he needs to be chrono boosting out these probes a lot. And, oh, there's a Dark Templar there from MaxPax. No! This Observer. Come on, buddy. Save your probey buddies. Oh, no, and now we see Team Red. Holy shit. We look away for 2 seconds, and MaxPax, almost fully maxed, together with Spirit, just attack these bases of Elazer, and they can't defend because Elazer is on his own, and SKillous just doesn't have his army with him. And another lurker gets caught. Now Elazer does try to take this position here in the middle. Maybe he gets on top of these tanks. And the lurkers do give him a nice anchor here. Some Vipers are out here. We get a yoink on the Colossi. Nice job. SKillous gets another Colossi. Oh, and now SKillous and Spirit, a lot of their army is kind of marooned out here on the left side. At the back, though, Spirit is doing a lot of damage to Team Blue. So Team Blue seems to be completely all in. They need to do game-ending damage because game-ending damage has been done to them. And the Elazer knows it, but SKillous is lagging behind a little bit. Or a Elazer just not waiting up for him. You need to thrust together in unison. Now SKillous does come in for the backup. The lurkers get clicked down. Nice target fire from both teams. And we even have the Ghost to get the snipes. Only one lurker remains, and this is a very difficult fight. MaxPax and Spirit just keep getting more reinforcements, and they have a nice arc to boot. They need to get game-ending damage, and MaxPax and Spirit can just delay. The longer this takes, the more they are winning. Team Blue has one army remaining. MaxPax comes in with a huge flank of Zealots that come back from the front. These Colossi are kiting back, and all of the front line has been eliminated. Elazer GG's out with only 70 supply remaining. And with that, the red team, look at the damage that they did back home. You could see it on the minimap, and I tried to highlight it a little bit, but they were so all in because of the run-bys and the drops. And Team Blue tried to get game-ending damage, tried to get on top of the production of the red team, but they weren't quite able to do it. They were stopped at the natural location, and wow, red team did such a good job of making those lurkers of Elazer seem useless. Absolutely destroyed all the lurkers. We saw 14 lurkers in this game die, and there's none more on the map. Now I feel like they were burrowed here once, and they were burrowed over here the once. And they were kind of useful over there. At all the other steps of the game, they seemed completely outclassed by the red team. They got stasised, they got sniped, and they got sniped once more. And over here, the armor was just kind of pulled away every time. Poor Team Blue. They really, really looked slightly outclassed here in Game 3, and that means that we are going to have a rerun in the finals of the second installment of the uThermal 2v2 circuit February edition. We're going to have a finals between MaxPax and Spirit and Clemtrigger, best of 5. I hope you join me for that, well, series in the next video. I really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I just really hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.